Why did you just start off laughing? This is the couch. I'm DJ Gonzo. We're trying to have a respectable show here, right?
I'm trying to be serious, and I thought about dude always talking, and I busted up laughing.
Right, yeah, because one of my co-hosts that's on, he always talks right before, right when I'm doing the intro, and I'm just like, oh, you fucker. Well, this is the couch. I'm DJ Gonzo. We got Garret, Sheppard, and I from hearttolove.org, right? Nonprofit.
Yep.
We're gonna get into this. This is different. It's not music. We probably should have done an Inside the Mind show, which is we do people on the underground that do different things that mainstream don't really. So maybe we'll get that on there too. Oh, I think we can bring you on for a couple different things. I think our mental health show that we have, like, there's a few things.
You got a mental health show too?
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
It's
Well, she
called
does.
Letters to the Living Dead.
Yeah, Letters to the Living Dead. It's called Letters to the Living Dead.
Nice.
It's a it's pretty much I mediate it, and her and another guy, JP, they have what's technical terms? Help me out here.
For what?
You and Josh. I just want to see your fucking batshit crazy, but
Yeah.
schizophrenia. They're schizophrenics, right? Multiple personality disorder, stuff like that. And we've all had our addictions and stuff. And we figure, hey, some people can't go and see a shrink or they don't want to. So why not listen to these fucking weirdos and how we deal with stuff in our own lives? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pretty much that, and based upon the fact that music, helps. So we bring artists and stuff on because their music, reaches out and touches everyone else. What's up, Brandon Tarvin? Here's a musician that's been on. What's up, buddy? All right, so I said we're going to start this off with it kind of personal on a level. I don't know. I think maybe a couple years ago, 2.5 years ago, whatever, through a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
I think we'll take credit for friend. Yeah.
Friend.
Yeah,
he's a good buddy.
Yeah, good. We'll claim him today.
You're claiming today?
Josh Marino, good old King Duke. And, I met a lot of good people through him, so that must say something about him. Yeah. I think we all were in different points of our life. I was pre-having a baby, not me physically. You were going through some things. Josh was going through crazy LA stories and street skin eating and elbow slapping. Good time out there.
He just hit like 1 million or 2 million views on YouTube. I mean,
right. You end up with ridiculousness, eating your own feet. Like Tiger, Tiger in his head is like white people. Usually when you watch ridiculousness, that's what you end up saying anyways, white people. But I noticed you went through, and there was all of a sudden a change up from you. I saw you all of a sudden you started working out and changing and working on your life and stuff. Is that kind of like the jumping off point to Hard to Love and where you're at right now?
Yeah. I mean, the biggest part of rewiring your brain, I mean, it is possible to rewire your brain. That's why, like, basic trainings, 8 to 12 weeks, because it takes 8 to 12 weeks to rewire your brain to work for you. They just rewire it so it works for, the Army, which I'm pro military, but that's the difference. We're trying to rewire you to work for you, to be a leader and to go out in the community confident.
Right.
So,
which is good because we definitely need more leaders out there. We have way too many followers on stuff.
Right.
Which is very true.
It's brutal out there, man. I mean, sobering up and not being able to talk to anybody. Like, I think when we met, started talking, I was probably a couple months sober. Like,
yeah.
Through like a 3-year in, and got sober. And actually, like a week or two ago was an anniversary of me trying to kill myself. Like, I got sober right after, yeah.
I kind of remember that.
Yeah. So,
well, you're here. So obviously, what you're doing is working for you.
Sounds like you should come on the mental health show.
Yeah, it sounds like he needs to come. We will bring him back.
I'll come on the mental health show. Pretty much 90% of what we're doing is for mental health. I mean, it don't matter if you're PTSD, drug addiction, domestic violence survivors, or even the abusers. There is ways to break those chains and to break that high hypervigilance and stuff like that, and to rewire it to where it's low and so your brain works. And I don't understand why this isn't being implemented way more into the public. Like
right. See, when I did a rehab, and by the way, I got high after the rehab, but and I got what four almost 4.5 years, not shooting up dope and heroin and shit, not doing pills. Like, they're pretty good, I'm pretty happy with it. Father and everything, doing okay. But I'd say that trip through rehab though in California, it was some bullshit. I'll just say, like, it was some bullshit because, like, they tried. There was good people. There was good case managers at this place, that they did try. It's just the way it's all set up, the system of it, going to these classes and stuff. It's like light programming for county.
It's dick books is what we called it in prison, bro. It's absolute dick. There was dicks drill, and it's just they're trying to tell you what a piece of shit you are and how your brain's not working, and they tell you 3 things. Working out and nutrition, money management, and then job skills, and then refuse to show you these fucking 3 things. Right. I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do it. What are we going to do? Oh, that's not what we do. Well, why not? So I decided that I was going to do this nonprofit, and people told me it couldn't be done. I got told that by everybody. And now, I mean, in the past 6 months, I've met the senators twice. I actually, last Tuesday, I had a meeting with the senator's office of Veterans Affairs to get the nonprofit. And now we're trying to implement this programming into, it's called PACE Juvenile Center. It's just a juvenile detention center. They want us to come in and implement our program into there. So a program that couldn't be done, a 9-time felon. I'm a 9-time felon, bro. 9. Got this done in 6 months with a team behind him. Like, now I have a team that's actually helping me.
Right. And how hard was it to put that team together?
Oh man, I went through 4 separate teams before I found this one. I mean, for real. I was at my final last. Man, it was brutal, dude. like I was starting to feel crazy. I was starting to like question everything I was doing, like tenfold, already more than I already do, because everyone was like coming through and they'd be like, yeah, it's so great. And then they would just not do anything. And like, it was like heart wrenching. Like even the new crew that is actually producing results, they got irritated with me because I would question everything that they were doing for like the first month, because I was so used to just people saying they're going to do shit and then not doing it.
Right.
Like, I don't have time to waste. I've had 6 friends die of opiates this year, and I've had 2 commit suicide. I'm fucking done. I'm done waiting for people. I'm done trying to coddle people. This shit has to get going.
And I kind of like the idea that, you're going about it a different way to rewire the brain and everything. Because, especially with opiates, man, it dope fries you out one way, but opiates just kind of like mesh everything together. It's hard to break free on everything else. Good thing I had a tweaker rewire my brain, so I've been doing okay sober. I'm a fat ass.
Do it all.
I don't do much exercise. I chase a 1-year-old around and I work 40 hours. I eat unhealthy as hell, but I'm still sober. But it just worked for me because I rewire my brain all the time anyways. Right. And we just got our different ways of doing it, But like, it seemed like just in the rehabs, the people that go in, like, they were working out just to get big to go do what they needed to do on the street.
They're not. There's a different way to rewire your brain, the chemistry, and it's actually the scientific way which is Brown University and Stanford, is 3 days a week of strength training, 1 day a week of mind body, which is yoga. It's actually called mindfulness, which we're the huge part of why people's brains don't rewire is because you don't incorporate that mindfulness into the moment and being in that moment and trying to slow down their brains and get them focused and not the thousands and everything else that how fast life is, but focused in just that moment. And then 1 day of cardio.
Okay.
And that's the difference is when you go in there and, you know, I'm lifting heavy in there, you know what I mean? I went in there and I'm trying to do 5 plates, 6, 7 plates in there and benching and trying to get my biceps going. Out here, we're like, no, man, this is the program.
Right.
Why are you? And then we add in cooking classes because ain't nobody know nutrition. They don't know what portion control is. So we add in cooking classes, and then we add in money management the next 4 weeks, which is actually, did you know 75% of the population can't come up with like $400 in 24 hours?
Damn.
That's a real number.
If it wasn't for my boss, I probably wouldn't either.
Right?
I just like about 400 now, please.
Yeah, but the majority of the population can't. So we need to fix those numbers. And there are ways to get out of that deficit when you start from nothing. There are programs to help you out that we're partnering with. And the last part, job skills, because we bring that the last part because you need to build up your confidence in the first 2 phases. And then you're like, okay, well, now I understand money. Now it doesn't matter if you make 15 an hour, you can still get out of that deficit. But instead of just getting a job that you fucking hate and a job that you're just like just getting, you actually can have the confidence to go get a job that you actually want to do. And actually people that go through a program, a fitness program, end up making about, I think it's like 10,000 more a year because of just that building of the confidence.
Okay. That makes sense. We got Brandon. He's still in here. He says you need to bring your program to Roswell, New Mexico. Our town's a mess.
We're going to Phoenix next, buddy. But yeah, I would be interested to Roswell. I mean, I've never been there. I like New Mexico, though. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It is. They got the second best chilies, Brandon. They take their chilies serious and don't talk about green people. They hate it, apparently. I had him on for a show. I'm horrible about this. He had a horrible. Oh my god.
They have so many black sites. If you've ever driven through there and you're on like the Facebook or not on Facebook, like Google Maps,
yeah,
blackout areas like everywhere. Like the whole state is just like blackouts all along the highways. You didn't see his shit.
Right. That's some scary stuff right there in itself, you know. But you think it's hard for people to get, like, the way the world is right now, to be able to do, you almost got to pull yourself from the world to find yourself for the mindfulness and everything else and let everything around you go. But right now it's a constant barrage, so that's even harder now than it was before. Like, how do you guys tackle that?
You know, you're already at your low point. It's like the people that we're trying to help, we can't save everybody. You know what I mean? I wish we could. It's not realistic. We want to, but the people that are ready and trying to save themselves will be willing to do this. My team, half the team is out of prison and doing great, doing amazing because of fitness. The other half is they have like multiple degrees or doctors and stuff like that on the team, but we're trying to, so it's like people out of therapy, people at the VA, these kids in these homeless shelters and stuff like that want something different in their life. We want them. And then we're trying to figure out, because Missouri and a few other, like 10 other states are doing this new thing called incentive-based. It's cheaper for insurance companies to pay for people to go to doctor's appointments, to go work out, than it is for them to pay for the aftercare. So they're actually doing these incentive-based programs to where go to these things and it's just cheaper on them.
Okay.
So we're trying to do an incentive-based program.
Okay, I got you. So that's kind of like in Arizona, doctors want to tell you, like, okay, so we will come to your house now to make sure you get your doctor appointment. And it's like, no, no.
I thought they were just zooming everybody.
Right, I mean, no, yeah, they do, but they're talking about, like, no, your actual, so you don't have to go to the office and stuff. Be around people, like they keep it to the house and one person there. I guess it's good for them to track and stuff, but you're not coming to my house. I have a bubble here. I have a bubble. The only time I come out my bubble is right here.
Right.
Other than that, I'm in a bubble, and this is pre-COVID. I don't even like people. People can affect me, so I stay in my bubble. It works for me.
It's your energy.
Right? It is. Yeah. Don't kill my energy.
Bro, I went to a shamanic healer on Saturday. Never been to one. Didn't know what to expect. I believe in energy, you know.
Okay. Yeah, I get that.
And I went, and she was across the room from me, and I swear there was like, I felt this like heavy energy like right here. And she wasn't even like, we were just discussing it, and it felt like all the energy that I had just like dropped into my stomach right here. It was like stuck there. And she had to move across the room and came to like push out. And I've never felt so free. My heart has never felt so light in my entire life. It's on Saturday. So
that's crazy.
yeah.
But not really crazy either because, you know, like we're all made of electric magnetism that holds everything together, that holds the matter and cells. It's all bound together. So it arcs from people to people. You know what I mean? That's why I totally believe a lot of us are empaths that heavily feel it. And here's my theory too on empaths is, you know, some of these people that go crazy, that hit the drugs, that go out there, they're just ones that cannot handle being the natural catalyst of emotions that go through everything. I see it as like filters, right. You know what I mean? And some of the filters blow out real quick. You know, I think most mental illness is that.
If you believe that, go to a shamanic healer, and I promise it was. I am highly suggesting everyone do it as long as you believe in stuff like that. Like if you don't, it's not going to help you. But she usually lasts 2 hours in these meetings, and when she was in there with me, she was like, "Oh my god, like this with the energy." She lasted 45 minutes in my session and looked like the truck hit her. She was just like.
Dude, we need to go to a shamanic healer.
Yeah, worth it. You guys in Arizona, you guys got the teepees and stuff. I mean, you guys got the sweat lodges.
So you're telling me is go out there on the reservation and take peyote?
I mean,
oh yeah, dude.
If you're looking to find yourself, yeah.
Huh?
If you're looking to find yourself, yeah. I mean, you live in Phoenix.
No, I know. I know what you mean. You said teepees, and I just thought peyote.
It's legal on the reservation,
right? That's so crazy and stuff. I feel like I'm in another like world when I go down Route 66 and I go through the reservation and stuff.
Yeah,
it's just weird to me.
They cooked it through a coffee pot and we drank it.
You drink it, yeah, like coffee?
Yeah.
Strap your boots on, baby, for a 16, 18-hour ride.
I mean, peyote is pretty much mescaline, and I've had that in other party drugs and stuff. And that, I mean, I never walked down a peachy, hazy tunnel my whole life. Yeah. But, you know, they're saying a lot, and you're talking about PTSD, and not even just joke and jest of stuff. That actually helps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ignore whatever you're saying. It actually helps people help rewire. You do have PTSD.
Yeah. All those things, ketamine, mushrooms, they help the nerve endings fire in your brain, and that's why it helps with the acid, is because your nerve endings in your brain are firing like 10,000 more times than they normally would. And it's rewiring it. It's just firing those new neural connections because some are just short-circuited. And then like PTSD, the only way I can describe it is you made a superhighway of the neural networks, superhighway, and doing that, you got to like block some receptors because anything that triggers it is sending you directly back in that. It's dropping your brain. It's dropping all those chemicals in your brain back into that same exact moment when you got the PTSD. So your whole body is not in homeostasis. It's like going crazy, and it makes you feel insane. And I struggled with it this past summer. So you gotta rewire that. Mandatory.
We need to get into talking about Hard to Love more, but yeah, you definitely did come on to the panel and stuff sometime soon. Definitely, I think you did. She hear a lot of this, and also JP will too. But Yeah, bro. I like what you guys are doing. I see you got your hustle out there, bro. You are always like you have to have your confidence now and be comfortable. I see you hit the gym, getting big, getting beautiful. Now you're confident. Right there you go. And now you're always on these videos and you seem happy and just it's a different you, bro. It's a different you. And one of the reasons why I really push what you're doing and stuff is because there was a time where like you made me realize what I do. You posted about me and Josh, about two people that are always putting shine and pushing for people and stuff. And it really hit me. And then as I watched you, I was like, I got to bring you back on because what you're doing is way bigger and way better and needs to shine even more,
It's all the same, bro. It's taken the whole community is what people are missing. And it's taken people like you, Josh, me. I mean, it's taken us to show that everybody can fucking shine. Doesn't matter. Just because you're shining, don't take the shine away from me, bro. It doesn't shine away from you.
Shine brighter together.
We shine brighter together, and it's taken and a long time for people to see. Like creating this network that I'm finally creating, people didn't want to work with each other. Sometimes I force people to work with each other. I'll just be real with you. I'm a big dude. I'm persuasive. You know what I mean? So
right.
Sometimes I'm like, no, this is not. It's gonna take the community to fix the community. We can't be selfish. We can't be egotistical or prideful. It's gonna take all of us to really heal the community to become something greater.
Right.
And I preach this every day.
You can't affect change nationally like that. It's local. Everything starts local, grassroots, because that's where you find people more similar going through. It's easier to govern. It's easier to get things done because maybe someone on the East Coast does something different and they have different ideas rather than like say the West Coast or vice versa or whatnot. This is a big country with a lot of different idealism.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you have to do it really locally if you want to affect any change. And affecting change in yourself is the first start right there. First
thing I had to do was make peace with those ugly parts, bro. That nasty, that petty, that I'm going to say evil side that I did have in me that I absolutely had to kill off very recently, the last 2 years. That criminal side, undependable, not consistent. That sex addict. I mean, for real, that looked at every single woman as, a piece of ass and not as an equal or as a partner and as someone that has a lot of value,
Right.
I mean, these are things and ideologies that I was never taught, but that somehow over the years of drug addiction and everything else was put into me. And I absolutely had to kill off these nasty, nasty things. Now I have a beautiful, amazing girlfriend who is super passionate and ambitious. And she's about to open her coffee shop. I don't know if you've seen my video today. I was fundraising for her coffee shop that they're getting ready to start. Her and her sisters. Oh, today I just got made the president of another nonprofit called Mark Ministries. That feeds the homeless and goes into prisons and speaks to them. So
see, I'm going to. Okay, I gotta confess something here. Since you said ministry, I gotta confess something here. Okay, so we were looking into getting married and stuff. I want my homeboy to marry us, right? So I was looking up how to become a minister. So I went ahead and just did it myself, anyways, just because. So now I am a minister.
You're right on.
I am a minister of the Universal Life Church. I can marry and baptize. And I thought all funniness and stuff because I got my Mr. Kitty Loves character and stuff, He'll do weddings for $50, just jokish and laughing and stuff. But then she was like, no, you should actually start do something with that. You know what I mean? Become involved with it.
And I told you to go work in the jails or something.
She told me to go work in the jails and stuff, volunteer time and stuff in there.
I mean, how many times you been in and out of rehab, bro?
Rehab only once. I did my 4 to 9 months, but I can't really brag too much about it because I was on welfare at the time and I got them to pay for the whole thing.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I was making money off of it. Like it worked out. Like I So like I can't take full credit for making it through the whole thing, you know.
You're on here and you're doing the other things, and then you became that. The universe does certain things. Why wouldn't you go spread your story, spread what you're trying to do, and the cool people that you talk to, be like, dude, you got that life didn't do nothing for us.
Right.
Everything was fake. We ain't got nothing left of that life.
Nothing.
How many hundreds of thousands or how many thousands of dollars we ever had? Ain't nothing. This is real. And you helping people would be huge. You're already doing it right now, even if you had to do it with them.
Right. And it's a nice way to go to give back and everything. And it's kind of crazy to start it off as just a joke and just making it so the homeboy could become a minister and marry us.
And then you ended up taking it over and doing it.
I'm doing it, but he's going to do it too. And I think it's funny. Like,
And I'm gonna do it after.
and she's going to do it afterwards too, because we got like this little punk hip hop band thing we're kind of working on and we're doing and stuff. And we think it'd be pretty funny for 3 ministers in a punk band.
So you would be the ministers or something?
Yeah, no. We'll break it here. We're actually going by behold the fuckery.
Behold the fuckery.
The fuckery spelled with an X, not a U, so it's appropriate. Behold the fuckery. Oh yeah, it's gonna be insane. It's gonna I don't expect much of it. The homeboy.
Are you gonna wear the preacher things?
Dude, I can buy it. You can totally buy all that stuff off of there. As long as you get your minister card, dude, I can get that. I can buy all these different packets for different.
Or something?
Yeah, with the thing, dude, and my Mr. Kitty Love'ems and stuff. Like it's gonna be funny. You've seen Kitty Love'ems before, right?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, well, he's actually going to host a show with somebody else. They actually invite him on. But can you imagine him as a minister and stuff, though?
You go in there, you're ready to marry people.
Right. I could just be Mr. Kitty Love'ems will go down like to the tunnels and stuff and marry all the homeless people. Y'all getting married and stuff today, you know what I'm saying? You're going to marry all together and stuff, you know? I just need a bag.
I mean, you get a camera behind it. It's a wrap, bro.
I think it'll be amazing. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. We're actually, since we're getting off topic, anyways. I got this game. You ever seen that show, Jokers?
Yeah, Impractical.
You know how they put them out there to do stuff and shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got a game that you're supposed to play at work or at home, and like get the other people to say dumb stuff, like kind of set up like how they do it with challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
So me and my homeboy Brandon Disorder, he's going to be my sidekick. I'm Mr. Key Love'ems. We're going out there on the streets of Kingman, Arizona, and we're going to play this game amongst people and record it. It's going to be insane. I think I might get knocked out, but we'll see.
I mean, that's kind of what we do at work. I'm a server too, and sometimes I'll just stand and you go to tables, instead of saying like meow, I'll just stand at the table and just kind of stare at them without saying anything for a minute and see how long I can go. This is like
meow.
Right, because off of Super Troopers, right?
Yeah, but you can't do that one. So you just gotta stand there, even after you take their order and stuff. You just gotta stand there for like 30 seconds, and it's just kind of
right
comfortable,
which is epic. Which I was a waiter for 10 years for Denny's. Like I would get hired at any Denny's in the Inland Empire because I never had our store shot at, and I could stop riots. So that's how
I stuff at Denny's, man.
Like it was great nighttime stuff, but I learned the whole trick of everybody's fucked up. I'm fucked up.
Yeah, my whole kitchen's fucked up.
The kitchen. I done got them fucked up before we started, and then and I'd have everybody hang out with everybody, and since they all kind of come from the same clubs, I'd have all the bouncers. They would come over and be my bouncers. You know what I mean? So it was a great. I make hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but I was spending hundreds of dollars getting high. So, it kind of worked out. But I love messing with people, like old people in the morning. You could go up to them, like me and my buddy. We called each other Cheech and Chong. Pretty much, he's a Mexican dude. He's a Southsider from LA and stuff. He's a waiter. We used to go get stoned and go and get in his trunk. It was all these beauty supplies to smell good and everything. And we come aside. My boss, when we were in bad moods, was like, "Do you need to go to Jerry's car?" I'm like, "Sure, I'll go get stoned right now. Thank you." But we'd go by the old people, and you could walk by, and if you really had a fart, because you're on a lot of drugs, so you just let them go, and they blame each other. Going around telling them they had decaf coffee. You want some decaf coffee? This stupid shit, but it was fun. Make porno banana splits.
Porno banana.
Porno banana splits. You get the banana
at the bottom.
You cut the middle out so there's two heads,
Yeah.
and then you got your ice creams, you got your blue balls, and your whipped creams, your pubic hair, and you serve it down to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I worked. It's Graveyard Denny's, dude. I was famous for lighting my nipples on fire. I had radio play on Saturday nights where they would tell everyone, like Dirty D would be like, X1039 and be like, hey, I'm going to go see Mike to make me a huge ass volcano nacho. He's going to set his nipples on fire. I did. Yeah. But dude, don't get me started when Waiting came out, the movie Waiting.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, we washed our hands so often. It was constant. If someone disappeared for a while, they were trying to goat you somewhere in there.
Right.
They were hiding there.
Now you can't do anything. It's so the world.
Can you imagine now?
No, you can't do nothing.
You couldn't do any of that stuff. No.
I am the at work. I'm the old guy, of course. 34. But
oh, you're so old.
I don't even drink anymore. So
you are so old.
I'm old as a server, bro. Yeah, I'm old as a server.
Well, true. That's when I learned I wasn't getting into Olive Garden. Is when I hit my 30s and I realized all these kids figured out they could party and make money waiting tables at night.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, I'm stuck at Denny's forever. I'm gonna be that old, dude.
Are you still at Denny's?
Fuck no.
Oh,
They'll never hire me back.
Where?
I'm a legend, though.
Oh, man.
People be like, hey, you remember that time this happened and that happened and this happened? I'm like, I need more details, bro. That happened every other night.
You're like, yeah, it's
like, I don't remember. I've lost friendships with people. They're like, bro. I'm like, I know you're from somewhere. And they're like, I'm not telling you. I'm like, bro, tell me. Like, this is really going to bug me forever. He goes, no, you're a fucking asshole. You don't remember me. And like 4 years later, I'm like, oh, dude, I knew that for like 6 years.
Anytime time, I have no placement of time. So girlfriend gets mad at me. I'm like, yeah, it's been like a week or two. She's like, that's been like a couple months. I'm like, my timeline, especially after meth for so long, I've been sober 2 years, but especially after meth, is still gone.
See, I always was good on my time on that because I knew how long I had till I was going to get dope sick from the other stuff. So I had my little timing down.
You just switch it in and out, It's like, okay, well, I call it. I was not just a meth addict; I was an everything addict. It was right. We're just doing it.
Right. I always wondered how come all my favorite musicians and stuff when I grew up were all junkies and died. And I was like, I guess it was laying down the foundation. I don't know. I found my outlet, I guess. But now that music's my outlet, I'm being better. And guess what? Music, I know that through music, it will rewire your brain. I'm not sure how because I haven't looked it up, but it rewires it very similar. It's art therapy, music, things like that rewire your brain similar to what fitness does. Just using instead of it's like the left part of the brain, it's the right part or vice versa. Right.
So, yeah.
I don't know the left right on it.
I don't know either, but it's one of those like
things.
Yeah.
We've sounded smart enough for the show.
I've been up since 5, at the gym, so it's been a good day.
I should have named my kid Jim and be like, I was up at 5 with Jim too.
Like, yeah.
He let me sleep in today, I think. I don't know. They're kind of going together.
No time, right?
God, kids are a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 16 months. My oldest is 22, and then we had him.
22 months?
22 years old.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I like to space him out.
like 21 years, you know. Hey.
I'm trying. Now I got to convince myself I'm in my 20s again. Rewire that shit for me.
Rewire that. Hey, you're only as old as you feel.
Dude, you just aged me considerably. Thanks, bro.
I know.
I feel hella old now.
It was deadlifts day, and I'm like going like this, walking around.
You know what messed me up? Okay, I'll tell you this, but I loved a good workout. I love to hurt. I'm like 230 now. I used to be a 230 muscular guy, but I'm only 5'8". I'm bone density and everything. I'm thick guy, right?
Right.
Thick thighs matter, baby. So anyway, you don't fuck me up and stuff. So naturally, my escape route was a joke about King Duke's dick, but whatever. Hey, he's happy. He loves to share it. I don't say. OnlyFans, check him out, King Duke.
No,
I don't know what he does on there. I don't go,
bro. I'm good, bro.
Well, that's for people out there, because if I don't know who on here is following because of you or because of me. If they're because of me, they're deranged. They might check it out just because. I drew him a picture of it once, but whatever. Actually, I got that picture somewhere. I need to put it back up in the office.
He's pulled it out enough in high school and stuff, and it shows. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh, dude. This other asshole we had on here, I ain't gonna mention his name. Duke was on with him, but his wang was the co-host, like the whole show.
He had a thing.
No, his wang was the co-host. It co-hosted it.
He just had his dick out the whole time.
I think so. Like we didn't see it, but like it talked to us and shit, dude. It whistles and stuff.
Like, what the fuck?
It drove gang signs.
I mean, everyone gets that the gimmick. Is that who he's like going out on stage as?
I don't know, dude. He subliminally puts it in pictures and stuff sometimes, and not so subliminally sometimes. I don't know. I just think of this big old sock puppet and stuff popping up. Hey, that's a good idea for a skit on the show. But anyways, King Duke is responsible for Mr. Kitty Love'ems too.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I had too much time by myself. For like a month, and I thought him up, and he became like part me.
You Heath Ledger Joker, dude.
I did.
He did, dude. I was gone for like
3 months in Michigan.
Then next thing I know, he's just got this alter ego, dude, and like I'm like, what the fuck? You have more help than I do.
He was beefing. Okay, he first started off beefing with Cleve the Harmony God. And he sided with Lettuce because, like, there was a beef between Harmony God and Lettuce. It's a long-running joke. It's but so anyway, so it goes on from there and stuff. And I started beefing with King Duke and stuff.
You beef with ICP?
I beefed with ICP. I beefed with everybody. Some people don't know I beefed with him, but I still threw it out there with him. Like I was just going after everybody. I told Duke that Mr. Caitlin was like, "Yo, I peed in your butt. It's show dominance and stuff." You know what I'm saying? It's raw and stuff, dude. Like I even had a fake EP I put out with like Josh on a cross.
Like the
death of a king or something. Like I was going at him hard.
Josh, I was talking to someone about Josh, and he's like, "You can't. Why are you dealing with him? Why are you promoting him when you know he's on drugs?" And I'm like, what? He's like, I can't believe you're trying to do this nonprofit. I'm like, I'm sober. I was like, how am I going to cut people off that are on drugs trying to be a recovery center? And I was like, secondly, Josh hustles harder than you will ever hustle in your life, bro. And that's what I told him. I was like, Josh hustles harder. I was like, maybe he has a gimmick, but he's always out there hustling, marketing, and trying to switch it up. I was like, so what are you doing, and why are you mad that I'm talking to Josh and throwing him out there when he's actually doing stuff with himself?
And there's difference between addiction and expanding your mind and being an artist. He's doing it in the way of New York Art House, Jim Morrison-ish, you know what I mean?
Right.
which I see him being in a pair of leather pants for 2 weeks. I could totally see that. Oh, we're gonna have
actually, I have him coming up here when we're doing our 5K or an event, and he's going to throw a benefit concert. And I'm hoping he's supposed to invite Bloodline Harmony, and he's trying to see if Busy would come to the actual concert. Busy Bone.
Nice.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he has a gimmick, but he is trying to put this stuff together to make a difference. And
he's a smart dude. He's a good businessman with a good heart. Dude's got a great heart. Absolutely one of the best hearts ever. Yeah. You never call him check in, but fuck that guy anyways.
He's living that life right now, man.
Right. What else we got for Hard to Love? What we got coming up?
Right now we are doing a polar plunge, and that I think is in January. We're doing a couple other restaurants. We fundraised $4,000 on our first fundraiser. Ain't none of my team ever fundraised before, and with COVID and stuff, it was like super. There's so many stipulations, and then we're doing a golf tournament. Actually, one of my board members is bumps elbows with some of the rich people, so they're doing at the end of our first program. They're doing a golf tournament. So
it's amazing. I know you're bringing a lot of attention to mom and pop places, mostly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still crazy to be able to get these fundraisers and things going when a lot of people are in different financial predicaments due to COVID and everything else.
Well,
it's amazing that you're getting it going.
You're right, but they're struggling so bad, and with all these restrictions that the government, I don't care which side of politics, but it's cutting the throat of many of our mom and pop's businesses. Like, I know that if there's another shutdown, like 3 of my friends' businesses that actually supported us are going to close down. They're like, we can't afford to reopen. And in doing this, it's gonna make us more dependent upon corporate America. I mean, that's just what it is. I'm a very support local guy. I'm a very, we got to have each other's backs. Fuck the man. Fuck the corporate fucking enterprise. We got to have each other's backs. And I want to be promoting. I'm out there when I do my business meetings and stuff. Guess what? I'm going to those small coffee shops. I'm going into my friends' stores and doing them there. That's where I want to be. I don't want to be in corporate America. Fuck that place. That place treats us like fucking slaves. Get the fuck out. Do your own thing.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. I mean, I'm lucky with my job. I got good people. It's a simple job, but I got good people, mom and pop, that actually care. You know what I mean? Like his family and stuff. And like we're redoing our pumps and stuff. We've been kind of closed down, only work weekends and stuff, but like they still look out. Like it's good. Not everybody gets to have that. You know what I mean? I'm lucky that they can withstand a lot of this, but I know there's a lot of people ain't. Look at the music industry. Look at all the different venues and stuff that are closing down, or the ones that are fighting. There's what's his name? Chris Pallone, Tomcats West in Texas has been openly fighting with the government over closing his venue and stuff. Like very actively, like I'll keep up on it. He's got a good story. Like it's pretty interesting to see how much they are actually fighting to keep this part of the music industry alive and keep his livelihood going.
Right, because what are we gonna do when we can't have concerts now? They're all on Zoom. That's insane. Right. We need that energy. Like,
right.
Like I go to usually 20 a year, probably.
Right, and people are lucky if they're getting one all this year. You're lucky if you got one. Like it's been so dry. Like we're in Arizona. Like I've contemplated, like I got a big enough backyard and stuff. I'll get a porta potty. It's Arizona. They're gonna let me have 50 people. Just throw a show, just to do it. You know what I mean?
My mom got kicked out of the bar for dancing in her seat. She got privileged, bro. I swear to God, she's still going on about it, man. They said she couldn't even dance like in her chair or something, dude. It was insane. Like they're like that cracked down. People are losing their liquor license and everything, dude. For people up at, if you're walking, if you're even standing up at your table, you could lose your liquor license. Like, there's like, that's how bad it's getting. Even corporate restaurants are like getting fines and shit.
You want drunk people to sit still?
That's what I'm saying. You want drunk people to sit still? Guess what, motherfuckers? If you're watching this, ain't none of that kitchen staff going to be wearing masks anywhere you go. Sorry to burst your bubble. That's the truth. Eat at home if you're scared.
Right. Go to church.
Hey. Hey, so we were coming back from Needles, right? And we go through what was it? I think it was Blood City. And we stopped at this one gas station off the freeway. They had a sign outside that literally said, "You are not allowed to wear masks in our store. If you're worried about it, wear your mask and go through the drive-thru." Which actually I started thinking about it. I was like, that makes sense. Because if you're worried about it, why would you want to be inside the store around other people? So if you're worried about it, you want to wear the mask, you could go through the drive-thru. I was like, this is actually reverse. It's funnier and shit. I thought it was funny. But and I was thinking, I was like, that's actually kind of fucking rational. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's very rational. But
my hands are so dried out from having to use so much hand sanitizer at work. Every time you walk into the back, you gotta like.
I shave on hand sanitizer. I just lick my hands.
You can't do that when you're a server out there. I mean, no matter how much you want to lick your hands, you know.
Lick my hands. I know where I put my hands. I ain't licking my hands.
I don't know where they've been.
Right. Well, that's even worse. I don't know, bro. It's all crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and it mentally wears on you. Don't know to be paranoid or not be paranoid, or what is or what ain't. And
that's why I'm just trying to change the world, bro. I'm trying to change it with my team and the people who care. And if not, I tell my team, people are either going to get on board, they're going to get out of the way, or they're going to run the fuck over. You know, that's the only three ways. We're here to change and to help save people's lives. So,
which is way more important and way better than that. Okay, I'll have to say it. That damn Malibu question, that Malibu commercial. What was that thing called? Something of Malibu. Like, what was that Malibu commercial rehab center?
Oh, that rehab center is like $50,000, bro.
Passages, yeah, passages. You know how many times that shit came on? And I'm like, bro, now I'm gonna go shoot up because you just reminded me. And you know, thanks a lot, buddy.
Dude, I hate that commercial because he's like, I was an addict for 10 years and I am not an addict no more. Bitch, no, fuck you.
He died. Did you know that dude died of an overdose?
Did he?
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Hey, yo, you got a sense of humor, God. That shit's funny.
That's like the Westboro Baptist Church guy that hated gays coming out and died, but he came out that he was gay at like the end.
Pretty sounds pretty legit. I mean, a lot of times self-hate and stuff. Self-hate, you know, because supposedly Hitler's was half Jewish. Self-hate. There's a lot of self-hate amongst a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, we don't have.
They attack and stuff, huh?
We don't. I mean, we don't have. You can't self-hate. I'm preaching love to all my people. I'm preaching love to my team. They don't see my team doesn't see the power in themselves, and they're just now starting to see how powerful their story and like your story is. You're just now seeing just what it is and seeing how big an influence that is. Like. You could be cocky about it, or you could use it to help bring out that fucking power and that light in other people. You could use it to show that influence that other people have and that awesomeness, that unique parts of them that they can bring out in themselves. And that's what we need to really like push forward to get out the community, because everyone's so crushed and so fucking hurt from being told or being made fun of, or just the world crushing their soul. You know, it's rough out there. Luckily, I'm a resilient motherfucker because I can take hits left and right. You know, I got a hard head.
Hey, we all went through it. We all went through addiction.
We all went through it.
Called that.
You did call that.
I called that shit weeks ago.
What?
Oh no, it's on our personal matters. Somebody we knew was going to end with someone else, and somebody's dad will probably beat him up. So craziness. It's life. Like
Well,
kind of focused. Outside distractions here. I was in my bubble, baby.
I'm sorry, but
No, that's yeah. We knew that was going to happen, but that's okay. They will have beautiful children. I will marry them. I'm a minister.
hey, $50, right?
Right, only Killam's is $50, you know. That way I ain't got to go down the plastic center no more, you know what I'm saying?
Right on.
Poor Killam's.
Right on. I appreciate you bringing me on, bro.
Most definitely, brother.
We're trying to change the world. We're actually feeding the homeless. I'm taking over January 1st, but we're doing our first events for the Biker Mark Ministries this month with Wahlburgers. It's going to throw a donation dinner, which is kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
nice little name drop.
Do what?
Nice little name drop there.
Yeah, Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
We're gonna change the world, man. It's gonna take all of us. We gotta do it together.
Hey, and you guys are doing good things. Keep me involved, tag me in it and stuff. Like I appreciate what you guys are doing. Like someone's got to change up. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again. You guys are doing something different.
We're doing something different.
Be good. Most definitely. Either you stay on and watch through 30 seconds of this, or go ahead and go out. I'm DJ Gonzo. I want to give you guys a little sneak preview of what we have coming up here. It's ridiculous. Just know it's ridiculous. It's always ridiculous. Mr. Kitty Loves here and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you, you know what? DJ Gonzo's got coming up on his cows and stuff, you know what I mean? We got Red Virginia, and then I think we got some King Relic and stuff, and that relish on your hot dog, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And then we got on fish salad, you know, some underrated and stuff, you know what I mean? We got Nasty Ink, he's got a special award, you know what I mean? So Mr. Keelums, for I say his dates and stuff. Tomorrow we do have Virginia. Mr. Keelums will pop on because he's actually going to be co-hosting that show with him. I got Nasty Ink. He's a couch slut for the year. He will make his third time on. I had to retire the couch. I have a special gift. I'll tell you guys because only like 3 people are watching. I cut big pieces of the couch out and I'm going to artistically display it and send it to him, a piece of the couch, the original couch. And I got one going up in the office myself. Gotta love the red couch. So many artists have came on it. Not literally. I mean, but on the show.
I don't believe you, bro. I don't believe you at all, man.
I'm DJ Gonzo. Spread the love out there. Pet some kitties. That's Garret Sheppard. Hardtolove.org. Check it out. Go donate. They're doing donate. Go donate them. Go donate to them. Show them some love. You're on my Facebook and stuff. You see me share it. You see them share it. Go like their Facebook page. And let's keep making this world beautiful. We're going to be outright. You know what I'm saying? Stuff. Skirt.